Live, it's your boy Martin, aka the Boxing Purist. Let's go ahead and start sending this everywhere so we get a lot of people in here and we have a good boxing conversation. Trolls, you're welcome as well, but all we're gonna do is ask you to leave. You heard. All right, y'all give me one. Lemon, what's good on, brother? Give me 1 second, man. I'm just trying to send a live. Give me 1 second, man. I'm just trying to send a live everywhere that I possibly can, my man. Give me 1 second, good. Everywhere that I possibly can, my man. Give me 1 second, good, bro. Give me 1 second. Let me see. Where else are we gonna launch this? Let's go ahead and throw it to... you know what? Let's go ahead and throw it to Boxing Knowledge. What up, y'all? Give me 1 second. Anthony, what's good, brother? Joseph Guzman, Anthony Pena, Lemon 26. What is going on, my brothers in boxing? How's everybody doing tonight? I'm doing pretty good. Hey, you know what, yo? Before I get into it and before more people come in, hey, everybody that's coming in, make sure you drop where you're from. If you're not subscribed, make sure you... All right, give me 1 second, all right? It's a little bit nippy in this damn place. 1 second. Don't go any better, y'all. I'll be right there. If Aztec comes by and tells y'all to leave, don't listen to him. Yeah, let's talk boxing, baby. All right. Let me see. What up? He says, Sacktown in the building. My man Anthony, what's good, bro? What up, man? Just getting warmed up. What's up, y'all? Welcome to the live. Make sure to drop where you're from if I don't know where you're from. And even if I do know where you're from, drop it again, y'all. Let's get everybody in here. Let's have some fun. Let's talk boxing, baby. Everybody get comfortable. Everybody get your drinks. Everybody get your minds together. Let's go in on this one, man. Welcome to the live. If you just came in, we are just getting started. You haven't missed anything yet. Joseph Guzman from Queens. What's up, man? We got Queens in the building. I had to get a little hoodie on, y'all, because I got the door open outside and it's not freezing cold right now, but after I'm on the live for a minute, it does tend to get a little bit cold, man. And so I'm just ready. I'm prepared, man. I got my drink. I got my thoughts gathered, man. Ismael from Stockton, California. Saludos, man. How you doing, brother? Stockton, California, man. My mom actually used to live in Stockton a couple years back, man. She liked it, man. She said there was like 300 taco trucks in like one street. Which doesn't say much when it's California, right? Okay, man. Let's get right into this one, man. Did you guys hear the news about Vasily Lomachenko retiring? Mr. Loma, the Matrix, the Ukrainian assassin? The greatest amateur record of all time. Did you guys hear that we are losing Vasily Lomachenko? He is taking the gloves off, hanging him up, fellas. And guess what? It's a sad day for the sport of boxing, man, because I don't know if we'll ever see another Lomachenko, man. And I could go on and on about Lomachenko. Let me start at the beginning, man. To my knowledge, and there can't be a better amateur record than Lomachenko. Lomachenko is 395 with only one loss in the amateurs, which is... I don't know. I mean, I get it. It's 3 rounds, 4 rounds, 2 minutes, but to go 395 and 1 in the amateurs, I don't care who that is just retarded. Okay, that is unheard of. Like, if somebody were to tell me that they're 395 and 1 in the amateurs, I'd be like, man, go kick rocks. Get out of here. Then here comes Lomachenko, man. He steps on the scene, and of course, if you follow boxing, when he was barely stepping on the scene, you were just intrigued. You were hyped because you heard about his amateur record. Not only that, he comes into the professional ranks gunning for the top fighters. Lomachenko wasted no time in the professional ranks. He came in and he just fought everybody. And he brought a style that all of us it was just new to all of us, the way that he fought. He was almost like a Manny Pacquiao on steroids. You know what I'm saying? On steroids. The angles, the little, the way that he finished fighters, man, the way that he made people quit is second to none. We've seen fighters that make boxers quit because they were too beat up and they couldn't continue, right? It's carried on in the fight. They knew they weren't going to do nothing. They were kind of beat up already. They were tired. They waved the white flag. Lomachenko, okay? Lomachenko made people quit while they were still good and healthy inside that ring. The one that I remember the most is, what was that Jamaican dude's name, man? What was that? What was his name? You guys help me out. Walters? Oh, Aztec is out of his mind. Yeah, whatever, man. What was it? Nicholas Walters. Nicholas Walters, man, was the guy that I believe he knocked out Nonito Donaire, right? Then he got in the ring with Lomachenko, and Lomachenko just made Nicholas Walters, yes. And Lomachenko just made cupcakes out of the dude. I'm talking about it was supposed to be a good fight. Let me compare it to modern day. At that time, you could say that fight was like, what could we compare it to, fellas? Let's just say Morel Benavidez, okay? Morel Benavidez, when one guy, he has the experience in the professional ranks, he does it, and then Lomachenko comes out of nowhere and makes Nicholas Walters look like he did not belong inside the ring. And he almost didn't come back inside the ring because if I'm not mistaken, Nicholas Walters, it took him a while to come back and fight in the professional ranks after facing Lomachenko, waving the white flag. And he did that to a few guys. Lomachenko did that to a few guys. He was just too much to him. And then I know you guys remember at the time was my man, Guillermo Rigondeaux. Guillermo Rigondeaux was another one that had a crazy amateur record. Not quite the Lomachenko amateur record, but he had a crazy amateur record. And same thing, he came into the game, he was outboxing everybody. He was so hard to hit. He was a headache for every single body. Mind you, he was a little bit smaller than Lomachenko. We got to acknowledge the size difference in that fight. He was a little bit smaller than Lomachenko. Nonetheless, the skill levels were there. And guess what? He made Guillermo Rigondeaux do the same thing. I was looking for a towel. He made him do the same thing. Wave the white flag. Never have I seen another fighter like that. I don't think, and I'm not saying he's the greatest ever. I'm just saying, when Lomachenko came on the scene, we had never seen anyone like that. At least I have not. That he was so fun to watch. He fought everybody in the he didn't even have a short career, but in the career he had is epic. We will remember Vasily Lomachenko forever. Nicholas Robertson, Usyk is the best fighter in the world. I could agree with that. Didn't fight Crawford, yeah, man, but that's too much size we're talking about right there, man. And at the same time, man, Crawford took a lot of layoffs in between inside the ring, man. You know what I'm saying? I love Bud, don't get me wrong, Joseph, but there was too much of a size difference there. And back in the day, Lomachenko did talk about fighting Terence Crawford just to challenge himself. Nicholas Robertson, Pernell Whitaker was better than Loma. I mean, I'm not comparing to nobody like that and saying he's better than anyone else, man. I'm a big Pernell Whitaker fan as well. Great defensive fighter. But what Lomachenko brought to the ring is something that we had not seen. Devin the Diddy. That's cold, brother. That's cold. Yeah, welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure that you hit that subscribe button and make sure to jump in on this. Don't just watch us, man. Get in on the conversation. Drop where you're from if you haven't done it already. Make sure that y'all hit that on the screen. Lomachenko, and I'm just going to say one thing, man, and this gets me a couple of conversations that I've had, right? I've seen dudes have conversations, man, and they're talking about Lomachenko retired and this and that. He was ducking the smoke with Shakur. He was ducking the smoke with Tank. And I'm just like, I know you did not just take it that far. I know you did not just take it that far as to say that Lomachenko retired to duck those two guys. Listen. The only time Lomachenko is gonna duck those two is on X with the Twitter wars, okay? That's it. Besides that, Tank had his chance 6 years ago to get in the ring with Lomachenko, and he said no. And before anyone says he was too young, you better carry that same energy to when Canelo fought Floyd when he was 22 and 23 years old. I don't want to hear the excuses. The opportunity was there, and he did not jump on it. Here goes Lemon again. Canelo Ward, prime Canelo, prime Ward. That's what y'all was bringing up last night, man. So anyway, man, Lomachenko is going to be missed, man. Gilbert, what's good, my man? I haven't seen you here in a minute, brother. How you been? Yeah, Lomachenko called him out many times, and don't take it from me, man. Google it, and you'll see the articles. If you guys, remember at the time. If you guys remember at the time, there was a little beef starting in between Tank and Floyd Mayweather because he didn't want that fight. We don't have to compare all the time. Just enjoy the great fights and the greats gift us. Amen. Amen to that. Amen to that. Absolutely. Absolutely, man. And you know, the thing that I like the most about Lomachenko, I think, man, besides what he did in the ring, he was a likable guy. He wasn't too cocky. He didn't talk crazy. He was always really humble inside that ring and outside that ring. You know what I'm saying? Every now and then, you know, he got into his little shouting matches at events and whatnot. But besides that, he was a really light dude, man. Jose Montiel, Tank had his chance. We can't overlook that. No, absolutely. We cannot overlook that. We cannot overlook that. We got to hold all fighters to the same exact standard. It doesn't matter who they are. And at the end of the day, man, when we hold certain fighters to certain standards, it's because we think highly of them and we wonder to ourselves, why are you not pushing yourself? We see the potential in you. Think about it, man. Jaime Munguia, first name that came to my mind. Does anybody in this page, and this is no disrespect to Jaime Munguia, because guess what? His job is a lot harder than mine. I'm way bigger than Jaime Munguia, and I guarantee you he'll KO my butt. You know what I'm saying? He'll knock me out. But do any of us hold Jaime Munguia to the standard of ever being at the top of the boxing game? And I'm not talking about selling. I'm not talking about being like a cash cow. But do any of us think of Jaime Munguia as one day being number one pound for pound in the game? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. It's just certain fighters have the potential, and those are the ones that we hold to the standard of why aren't you pushing yourself? Devin destroyed Loma? Absolutely not. Could you imagine if when Devin fought Lomachenko, if it was the other way around? I guarantee you that if it was the other way around and how big Devin Haney looked compared to Loma, he would have did a lawsuit that he came in way too overweight and put his life in danger. That's what Devi Sue would have done. No, Gilbert, he has potential. Absolutely. Ah, damn it. Disco, don't do that, Skip. Don't do that, Skip. Radiator, what up, man? ASAP Radiator, what's good? I'll tell you the fight. Disco, I'll tell you the fight I want to see, man. I'll tell you the fight I want to see right now. Devin Haney versus Tum Tum from Three Ninjas. Who do you guys got? Tum Tum versus Devin Haney. I know the age groups, man. You guys are all around my age, maybe a little bit younger, but we all know the movie Three Ninjas. Who do you guys got? Tum Tum or Devin Haney? I'm not going to say Rocky, man, because Rocky was a freaking stud. Oh, absolutely, Disco. He had a great run. Great one. We're going to miss Lomachenko. It's funny, man. My son is 11 now. When he was about 4 or 5, maybe because of the name, but Lomachenko was a name that stood out to him. And he's actually one that I try to get my son to watch. Gilbert said Tum Tum all day. I always, naturally as a dad, let's watch a fight. And every time I'd try to get my son to watch a fight with me, he'd be like, even when he was super little, is it a Lomachenko fight? Is it a Lomachenko fight? Obviously, not every fight could be a Lomachenko fight, but he definitely stood out to even the boxing casual, so to speak, man. He was special, man. He said he got Aztec, he got Haney by lawsuit. It's one thing, man. When it comes to lawsuits, ain't nobody messing with Devin Haney. Okay, don't push it, man. Don't push it. Even all of us in here, man. He mess around and jump in the live. Your boy is done. He's gonna take me for all I got and the damn truth sign. You know what I'm saying? I want to see Boots or Crawford versus or Charlo versus Crawford. I wish Crawford would have fought Boots, man. And I'll tell you what, I love Terrence Crawford. You guys know this about me. I love Bud, man. He is special. But he is holding out for a payday way too long. He should have just fought Boots. And if Boots wanted the fight, he should have just went at him all day. Disco said Loma beats Ward. Get out of here. Oh, come on, man. Come on, man. Tum Tum all day. Tum Tum over David Haney all day. Don't make me talk about the grandfather from Three Ninjas. Yo, y'all don't want me to throw him in the mix. That's number one pound for pound all day. Hey, Truth, do you remember Manomero Paez? Was Paez the one with the little ponytail thing in the back? Ismail? Refresh my mind, bro. Disco Kryptonite, Benavidez and Morrell getting chippy. Yeah, they're selling the hell out of that fight. Whether it's real or not, I know I'm a lot more excited to watch the fight now than I was 4 days ago. Mike trades, but in all honesty, how do we even know if Boots was serious about fighting Crawford? I mean, look at what he just did with Virgil. Didn't want to move up to 150. Yeah, and that's a really good point, man. That's a really good point that you're making, Mike, because we all put it on Bud, but in reality, how bad did Boots want that fight? I wish Bud fought Thurman back then. Once upon a time, it was talked about, man. Thurman fighting Spence as well, but Thurman just kind of fell off, man. Keith Thurman, after that Pac-Man fight, was never the same up here, man. You know, he thought he was just going to run through the legend Pac-Man. Rex, no. He thought he was just going to run through Pac-Man, man. You know what I'm saying? He clowned him, and then all of a sudden, Pacquiao gave it to him. No time Thurman, sometimes Thurman. Hey, who's the one that originally said sometime? Was it Earl Spence? I think it was Earl Spence. They called him Keith Sometime Thurman. It was one time to sometime, and Keith Thurman, man, he's one of those what could have been, man. What could have been of Keith Thurman. But again, man, it's hard for these fighters, man. That's a good prediction. It's hard for these fighters, man. That's why I'm really eager to see how Spence is going to look when he comes back, man, because let me tell you something, man. The big fish got fried, and now let's see how he comes back. Will he have a redemption story or will he not? You know what I'm saying? I always get paranoid with my damn dog, man, because he grabs things and he's just making sure he doesn't do nothing crazy. Last night, he chewed up one of my son's footballs. Anthony Pena, let's not forget Floyd didn't want Thurman. I mean, that was a little past his time. And I'll tell you what, man, I think Floyd Mayweather 10 out of 10 times beats sometime Thurman. Mike trades, Martin, everyone disrespecting Loma saying he retiring to avoid Tank and Shakur, but that's not true at all. Loma tried to fight Tank for years and Tank. You know what, man? I'm going to keep it real with you, man. When it comes to both of those guys, Tank Davis and Shakur Stevenson, Shakur Stevenson needs to get off of Twitter. Like I said last night on the live, man, I'm so sick of the y'all don't know what's coming. Y'all don't know what you're in for. I'm bringing something to the table. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. And I'm like, okay, dude, we're sick of it. And Tank Davis, you can't ask him a question, man. You can't ask Tank Davis nothing. You know what I'm saying? You just can't ask him nothing because boxing is trash. Boxing is trash. I'm sick of it. Boxing is trash. Boxing is trash. Yada 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 yada. And they let him get away with it. Nicholas says Pac-Man in his prime beats Floyd. Nicholas, man, I respect that opinion, but honestly, man, I think if they would have fought in their prime, I think that Floyd would have been the first one to knock Pac-Man out with that straight right hand that Marquez knocked him out with. Reason being, if you notice, Pac-Man used to jump in kind of wild with that jab, that little jumping inside because he was just so athletic. I honestly think that Floyd I think it would have made for a better fight than when they finally did fight. I think it would have been a lot more action than what we saw. Ultimately, though, I think in about 8 rounds, Floyd would have got him out of there, man. Tank does what he wants. Walking Hall of Fame, face of boxing, no doubt about it. Whatever, man. Whatever, man. Anthony Pena, I agreed Floyd beats Thurman. My point being, if Thurman fought Floyd, his career would have been different. Yeah, good or bad though, man. Look at Victor Ortiz. He fought Floyd and his career crumbled, man. Hey, David Orta, I will say, and I keep it real. You know this, David Orta, to answer what you're saying. I will say this. I think, and I'm keeping it real, Floyd definitely stretched out. You know, I think that he could have fought Pac-Man a lot sooner. I think that the ball was in Floyd's court most of the time. I think that the fight could have been made. I think that Floyd on the inside, we know that Floyd is kind of insecure. We could say that. I'll be real about Floyd, right? I think sometimes we see more potential in fighters than what they see in themselves. And in Floyd's case, you know, at that time, they were both heavy hitters, kind of like, you know, Magic Johnson, Larry Bird type thing. So I agree with you on that. Floyd could have fought him a lot sooner. I just think that no matter what, Floyd would have got him, to be real. Cookham Boxing. Whoever said Tank is the face of boxing or the future is a casual. Cookham Boxing, welcome to the live, and I agree with you 100%, bro. Nicholas Robertson, he was scared to fight Pac-Man. I'm not going to lie, man. For a while, I defended Floyd a lot, and I also got to the point where I said, you know, Floyd could have Sugar Ray Robinson in that ring if he wants to. Why is he not fighting Pac-Man? So I agree with you on that. Martin, I know you rock with Floyd, but if Floyd would have fought Triple G, who you got winning? He took a risk and went up to Triple G. That would have been too much weight, Mike, because even when Floyd was fighting dudes for like 154, he was still coming into the fight like at 150, 149. A fighter like Triple G, man, who's that much bigger, I mean, I would have had to favor Triple G for sure. Ortiz had been killed by Lopez, and Maidana Thurman would have done better. Oh, no. By all means, he would have done better. Absolutely. What I'm trying to say is that, man, there's a certain star power that comes with fighting someone like Floyd, right? And I'm not saying that Ortiz wasn't the same fighter because he lost to Floyd. It's just that his popularity grew after that fight, and ultimately it got to his head. I think Thurman was a lot more dedicated than Victor Ortiz, to be honest. But again, it just depends how they would have bounced back, man. But to be real with you, man, I think Keith Thurman had a lot more respect for Floyd than he did Pac-Man. Floyd ever fought Pernell Whitaker, who wins? Ooh, man, I'll tell you what. First of all, that fight wouldn't have been for everybody because it would have been a superior chess match. And Floyd sometimes did have trouble with southpaws, man. Who knows? Who knows? Yeah, Floyd was great, man. Floyd was great. Nicholas said Pernell. Disco said Sweet Pea Pernell. Floyd picked Ortiz because of the first Berto fight Ortiz had. Yeah, that's the one that earned him that fight. And I remember that going into that Andre Berto fight, I'm not going to front. I didn't think Victor was going to beat Berto, but he took it to him that night. Tank or Chavez, Tank by KO. Yeah, whatever, Disco. What do y'all think of that, man? Tank beating the great Julio Cesar Chavez by KO? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Remember, you guys, if you're in the chat, make sure that you jump in the conversation. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure that you do so and hit that like button if you don't mind. Okay, yo, man, so we talked about Loma, so now let's change the subject. So what do you guys think about, I saw an interview today and I actually put a video out earlier about it. Hopefully you guys caught it. So, not with the chin. I remember Mosley pit hot. Okay, anyway, my bad, y'all. I got distracted. Let me see. Hey, it's all love, man. It's all love. What was I saying? Okay, so I saw an interview of Tyson Fury, right? And he was asked, what are you going to do different in this fight, okay? First, they asked him, what do you think about this fight? Does it pick up in round 13 since you guys win 12? Tyson Fury was like, absolutely. Absolutely. It goes into round 13, and I want the absolute best version of Alexander Usyk, okay? So they asked Tyson Fury what he was going to do different. Tyson Fury answered, and it surprised me. It really surprised me with what he said. And one of my dudes pointed out earlier that, you know, it could be a psychological thing that Tyson Fury is pulling or whatever. But pretty much what he said is that he's going to come in heavier to have more punching power. Now, if you guys know and you guys have heard of other boxing interviews, I once upon a time thought too that the more weight you put on, the more muscle you put on, the harder you punch inside that ring. Now, I think you could put size on and weigh a guy down if you're trying to bully him, kind of like Tyson Fury did to Deontay Wilder. But in this particular fight, I think that adding weight is going to hurt the betting odds. It depends on who's betting. And it's going to hurt Tyson Fury's chances because while you are putting on weight to try to bully Usyk, one, your movement in that first fight is one of the hugest things that gave Alexander Usyk problems because having a guy that's 6'6", 6'7", whatever Tyson Fury is, and that could move how he does and box how he does is hell for any fighter at any era. I don't care what anybody says. It's trouble for everybody as long as he's fighting that fight. The second that Fury tries to put weight on, and in his eye, and what he's saying, he's going to put on more weight so that Usyk feels his punches more. I think it works against him because, yeah, you're putting more weight on if you're trying to weigh him down, but at the same time, you're also weighing your own feet down and your own movement down, right? And if you're looking to get on the inside with a fighter like Usyk, now you're crossing over to his side of the stage. Now you're giving him an advantage to where you know damn well Alexander Usyk will press the action, and that's where he's an advantage. He'll capitalize on that. Nicholas, that's what I'm saying, man. So if all Tyson Fury is doing to bring more size and do all that, I think it's going to work against him, man. I think it's going to work against him. And on top of that, I think that it's going to, the fight won't be as good as the first fight. I mean, he'll chance himself getting stopped is what's going to happen. Jab and reach while moving. Tough fight for Usyk. I mean, absolutely. It's going to be a tough fight either way. I just think that he's making it easier. Mike Trey said that Usyk is going to stop Fury this time around. What up, Brazil? Rodrigo, welcome to the live, my man. Make sure you hit that subscribe. Kobe beats Usyk and Fury the same night. Yeah, I can't go against Kobe for nothing. You already know that, Disco. You already know that, Disco. All day. All day. He'll hit him with that 1-2 Mamba. You know what I'm saying? God rest Kobe Bryant's soul, man. Still missing Kobe. David Orta, that's what I'm saying, man. More weight is going to make him slower, man. But I hope that we're just in for a good fight, man. I just hope that we're in for a good fight. The first fight absolutely delivered. I hope that it delivers again. I don't know, man. Rest in peace to the Mamba, man. Absolutely, absolutely. Everybody, welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. Make sure you jump in the conversation, man. Oh, man, Nicholas, man. Hey, yo, man. Thank you for your service, my man. God bless you. Usyk is in another level, Mike Trades. And I always bring this up when a fighter is around the age of Usyk. When does Father Time show up? Now, a guy like Usyk is special, and he could probably keep on fighting. You know what I mean? But, I mean, the guy fights champion after contender after contender after contender. Oh, man, what a hell of a birthday present that is, Disco. All day. Usyk stops him. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm trying to make sure that I got sent this everywhere. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, man. Your boy is still getting used to doing this. Give me one. There we go. Gilbert, have a good one, man. Thank you for stopping by, brother. My bad, y'all. I was trying to send this somewhere else, and I'm not too savvy on the social media stuff yet, man. So I end up screwing up like that. Canelo, yeah, I was watching a video, man, and I never thought about it like that, man. But it's true, man. When we think about Canelo Alvarez, would you like to see Ryo versus Haney? Oh, hell yeah. That'd be a great fight. But I mean, it's going to be hard to make big fights with Devin Haney, man, because the route that he went on the Ryan Garcia fight, I'm telling you, it's hard to work with Devin Haney. It's going to be very hard to work with Devin Haney. One, if you're going to put money into a Devin Haney fight right now, you're not so sure who's going to show up to watch that fight. You know what I'm saying? Because of how Haney moves. Yeah. Oh, like I was saying, though, I don't know if you guys have seen pictures of Canelo standing next to Tank Davis, but he is not that much taller than little Tank. If you see them standing next to each other. So for Canelo to be fighting at a weight class at 168, everybody in the weight class is taller than him. When he chose to go to 175, you want to talk about chasing greatness, y'all? Insane. Hell yeah, I think Ryo versus Devin Haney would be a good one, man. It'd be more of a boxing match for sure. Oh man, we talked about it in the past. Could you imagine? I mean, I don't think it'll happen because in reality it'd be like 2 years ago. But Nicholas, man, come on, bro. Cherry picking bums. I mean, if you're talking about the last 2 years, not even, yeah, the last 2 years, you got to remember, Nicholas, man, right now, Canelo is just cruising, man. In Canelo's eyes, his legacy is solidified, it's done. At this point, he's making money. He's doing no different than what Floyd did at the end of his career when he fought Robert Guerrero, when he fought Andre Berto, when he fought those dudes. At that point, Floyd was just making money, man. John Ryder and Munguia, yeah, man. But John Ryder and Munguia, John Ryder was a comeback fight from surgery, and Munguia was more of an event of a Mexico versus Mexico thing, man. It's not like he beat Munguia and we're like, man, Canelo's greatness goes this and that. I mean, when we talk about Canelo's fights and who he fought and what he did in the ring, we're not going to throw Jaime Munguia in there. We're not going to throw John Ryder in there. We're going to throw the rest of the resume in there, man. Let's not forget, Nicholas, what Canelo had to do in order to just get those fights, man. Let's not forget that he had to fight Austin Trout, an undefeated Austin Trout who had just beaten Miguel Cotto. He had to fight him just to get the Floyd Mayweather fight. Today, fighters are just gifted big fights, man. They just got to blow up their social media. This isn't 2010. I get it's not 2010 anymore, but that was Canelo's era when he was coming up. Think about all the fighters today that they call champions and haven't done nothing in the sport of boxing. Tank Davis, for example, man. Look at Tank Davis. The sport of boxing has spoiled Tank Davis. What has Tank Davis done that we'll talk about in the future and say, yo, that was great? Rolly Romero? Oh, man. And that's just the thing about it, man. Canelo's resume speaks for itself, man. I mean, who else is a cash cow and in a 1 year run goes and unifies super middleweight, man? Like without a need to do that. Yeah, so and that's my thing with Tank, man. Okay, that's my thing with Tank. I'm gonna be real with Tank, man. Like we give Tank a pass so often. So when they ask him a question and his answers are trash, 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 I'm like, bro, that's not a legitimate answer. Like that's kind of like when you tell your kid, like, why did you do that? And they say, I don't know. I don't know. It's like, bro, that's not an answer. Yeah, and that's why, man, I think it's more events right now. David would beat Canelo at 168. Nah, I don't see that happening, bro. I don't stylistically, Nicholas. I mean, of course, I'd say David has a chance. I mean, of course, but stylistically, man, I don't see that happening, man. The way that David does not, and I've said this a million times, I'm like a parrot to everybody else, but the way that David, goes up and down in between fights, how he blows up and then loses all that weight, kind of crashes. You know what I'm saying? To make weight for his fights. And when has David Benavidez fought someone with the even close to the caliber of Canelo? Dude, Canelo would have tore Benavidez's body to pieces, bro. He would have tore his body to pieces. David better be grateful that he didn't go that route, because now he's creating his own lane to where he's gonna fight Morrell, and he's hopefully gonna do great things, man. But the Canelo fight would have been nothing but a roadblock, man. Especially the way that Benavidez was talking, it could have potentially been what what happened to Keith Thurman with Manny Pacquiao, man. It could have ruined him. No, but I mean, by all means, Nicholas, I respect where you're coming from for sure, bro. I respect where you're coming from, but I mean, Canelo's done big things, man. And the thing is, man, and this is kind of the danger in the sport of boxing after Canelo. Right now, we see a whole, and especially Lomachenko's gone too. Think about it, you guys. Besides the big guys, the heavyweights, right? Because I mean, Usyk, Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua, all those guys, we could say that, they're keeping they brought the heavyweight division back to life, so to speak, right? But think about it like this, guys. After Lomachenko, okay, Lomachenko, again, he chased the great ones. Canelo at this point in his career is just cruising, but he already gave us a whole career. He gave us over a decade of great fights, okay? Who is going to carry the torch right now and do what those guys did and carry themselves the way that they did? Who's even moving like that, Guys today are becoming more popular because of their social media, but us, the boxing fan, we lose out on the fights. Like the slap in the face of Tank going to retire. It's like, yo, say what? What are you talking about retiring? Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah, and you know what, Nicholas? It's sad, man. It's sad because, and you know probably better than I do, Nicholas, man. Like, when we talk about fighters and we look back, we don't talk about how much money they made in the fight. I mean, it's cool at the time for, little debates or whatever, but we don't sit back and say, this guy made this much money. This guy made this much money. No, we remember them by the way that they moved in the sport, by how busy they were, by who they fought, by how they performed against other great fighters, so on and so on. Yo, so check this out. And Nicholas, good point. Oscar De La Hoya, and a lot of people don't know this, 75% of Oscar De La Hoya's fights were championship fights. That is another stat that is crazy. When you look at Oscar's resume, 75% were title fights. Oscar De La Hoya was a prize fighter, and he was still fighting champions along the way. Yeah, he lost a lot of those fights, a couple of robberies here and there, but nonetheless, he got in the ring with them and didn't have to. Yeah, he did not have to fight those people. Yeah, absolutely. Oscar, man, he throws us off nowadays in the way that he moved all along the lane with the the mariachi singing and obviously the whole scandal with the fishnets and all that. And he's moved in funky ways. And even now with the whole clapback Thursday, which sometimes is funny, it throws us off, man. But it's like, did we forget? Like, did we forget what Oscar did in the sport? Oscar fights oh, El Jimmy, man. Oh. Mosley was so scared he had to piss hot both times. Pachuco, what up, my man? Oh man, Sugar Shane Mosley is a sad case though, man. Sugar Shane Mosley just actually had a boxing match like, I don't know, I think it was like 3 weeks ago, maybe a month ago. It was some like boxing club or whatever, man. And Sugar Shane Mosley is looking rough, y'all. Not inside the ring, just in general, man. I don't know what happened to him. His ex must have taken him for all he had. All he had, man, because he looked rough, man. And when he was inside that ring, he even talking about he would like a rematch with De La Hoya. Obviously, that's a money grab, but yeah, that's. I even heard Tito Trinidad talking about he would like an exhibition rematch with Oscar De La Hoya, but again, that's just a money grab. You know what I mean? Yeah, Nicholas, I remember when it was all going on, man. But obviously, the longer the time went, the more she dragged him through the mud, man. She was always a strong-willed woman, man, but damn, she had to make an example out of him like that. Could you guys imagine? Like, just put yourself in Sugar Shane's shoes for a minute. Could you imagine that your whole career was built on getting inside the ring, taking punches, giving punches, and when you're not in the ring, working out, working out, working out for countless years, all for your ex-wife to take every damn thing that you had? Could you guys imagine that? Oh my gosh. And I get it. He probably screwed up. He probably did all that. He probably messed up. He probably did something. But as his ex-wife, like, damn, like, that's still the father of your children. You're just gonna drag him through the mud like that? I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't sit right to me. Let me just say that. Sugar was dope in most of his career. There is a lot of allegations about that, man. There is a lot of allegations about Sugar, dropping dirty in a lot of the fights. He should move to Dubai. That's not too far off, man. Get on one of those damn Turkish Al-Sheikh cards. Jive Turkey, as I like to call them. What do you guys think about Klitschko making a comeback, man? Vladimir, 48 years old, man. I don't know what the point of that is. And Klitschko doesn't strike me as a dude that's just coming back to get money, so I don't know what's up with that, bro. Yeah, man. Joseph Guzman said, perfect name. Yeah, man, Klitschko is coming back. I saw the when the date was and all that, but I forgot, man. Yeah, Gotti's another one, man. Gotti's another one, man. Didn't something of the same happen to Vernon Forrest as well? Wasn't it something like that too? I think Vernon Forrest went through something sad like that too, man. If I'm not mistaken, I don't know. Yes, that's what it was. My gosh, man. Howden Gore, Loma is not retiring yet. Type Lomachenko retires on Google and you'll see there were fake news about it. Really? Welcome to the live, Howden Gore. Welcome to the live, my man. Wow, no, I read the thing and I took it as it is, man. And then I wasn't mad at the idea of Lomachenko retiring, to be honest with you. So I didn't even do the research. It would make sense, in my opinion, for him to retire right now. Oh man, I thought it was kind of a good idea for him to retire, man. Sad for us because I mean, obviously he did great things, but I gotta look up on that, man. And if it's true, my bad, y'all. It made for really good boxing conversation. Excuse me, y'all. It's funny, man. My dog is cuddled under my dining room table with a stuffed animal. Retirement is considered in his actual break, and yes, in my honest opinion, it would be great move, but he'll still have to wait for 2025 to really know. Okay. I see that. So it's okay. So he's considering retirement. Okay, I can see that. All right. I honestly hope he does at this point, man, because father time catches up to you, man. Father time excuses nobody. Welcome to the live. We got a few people in here. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please make sure that you do. Hey, yo, Aztec, I'm going to go get a bottle of water, man. Don't be trying to chase everyone off again, bro. Don't do it, Aztec. He said, I'm going to be. Yeah, I knew it. Damn it. He's taking too long. I knew that was coming, bro. I could almost hear you. You guys are funny, man. You guys are funny. I mean, it would be kind of funny if all of a sudden the chat went to zero. I mean, I'm not going to front. I would laugh about it. Oh, yeah. So I wanted to share something with you guys, man. So obviously, I went on a Southpaw's page, right? And I kept it real civil, man. I'm like, yo, what's up, Southpaw? Where you at? That's all I said, and he hasn't responded yet. So I'm assuming that he saw my picture and just took it down. I'm assuming that's what he did. I got a drinking problem, man. I really do, bro. I'm looking for help. This right here is vodka. It's not even H2O, bro. Um, Anyways, man, so I went on another platform and I wrote on the page that me and the Southpaw TV dude are both a part of, right? So I just said on the, Southpaw TV, where are you at? Where you at? Jigglypuff Tough, what up, bro? Welcome to the live. So check it out, Jigglypuff. That's what I'm talking about right now. So there was like 5 or 6 dudes that went on there, and they're like, "You must be a Canelo fan," and other dudes are like, "Whoa, what happened?" Making it real serious, right? So I put the story of what happened, and Lemon 26, I wish, man, but he's not responding. So, long story short, for those who don't know, man, I saw a post of Southpaw, and mind you, this wasn't a Southpaw TV post. It was a boxing post that we're both part of. He happened to say something, and just like you guys are coming in here, on his post, I just wrote, something like, "Hey, where are you coming from with this?" Or, "Yo, let's have a conversation about it." And instantly, Southpaw started flexing on me, right? He's calling me a nobody, this and that. Mind you, he didn't know who I was, and I'm thinking, who is this dude talking all crazy? Then he went on flexing his channel, and that's when I had to say, all right, bro, you want to debate? Do you want to debate? Then again, he flexed, he throw it in there. I wouldn't put you on my channel, this and that. And Body Bags, you're not late, bro. You're not late. Welcome to the live. And so I challenged him to a debate, and he took down the post. He made another post. You know what I'm saying? I was like, what happened? Johnny Allison, welcome to the live, brother. And again, I'm like, hey, what's up, bro? Are we gonna debate or what? And to where he said, hell no, I wouldn't put you on my channel. Till I responded, I wouldn't either. And then he said, let's debate right here. I said, let's do it. He took down that post as well. So after I finish this live, I might make a public call out to Southpaw. I'm gonna keep it civil. I'm just gonna say, hey, let's debate it, man. The face of boxing. Canelo or Tank Davis, because I hear from a lot of people that he's a big Tank fan, which is cool. I don't mind on that. It's boxing, right? You're welcome to like whoever you want. But when you're talking about face of boxing, I'm like, let's have a conversation about it. Obviously, he's not responding, man. But the thing is, I don't like the way that he came at me, man, because I came at him as an adult. I don't even want to say I came at him. That sounds aggressive. It was a simple conversation we could have had, boxing fan to boxing fan, and he showed his true colors by jumping to, how he does it, man, the insults and this and that, but he still hasn't gotten back to me, man. So I might corner the dude and just make a video and publicly call him out on YouTube, man. Maybe one of his goons will respond to me or something, man, and it kind of amps it up a little bit. You know what I mean? All in fun, man. It's boxing chatter, man. There's no beef, no nothing like that. He seems like a real emotional cat, right? He feels like I feel like he's real emotional, that it doesn't take much for him to pop off. You know what I'm saying? I totally get it. But I mean, still, like, let's have a boxing conversation, man. Let's keep the boxing community alive. You know what I'm saying? Nerd said you should never debate the Phantom Man. Dude, yo, what's crazy? Hey, everybody that has never stepped in the live, welcome to the live, man. Thank you guys for being here. What's crazy to me, though, man, is, I mean, yeah, he has the following and all that, but why not keep it real? Like, I don't know, man. If someone challenged me to a debate like that, or just a conversation, why not have it? Right? This isn't a gang fight. This isn't going to result in blows. It's just a conversation. We should be able to have them as adults. He takes personal jabs about families. He talks about beating up little girls. That is wild, man. I keep hearing all these stories, man, about Southpaw TV. I didn't think it was like that, though, bro. Did his mama hug him too much or not enough? David Orta, years ago, I had to sit down with Boom Boom Mancini. Dude, that's dope, bro. That's dope, man. I'm yet to sit down with a fighter like that, man. That's freaking dope, bro. Oh, you know what, man? I got a question for you guys, man. I happen to through a friend, I happen to have access to a boxer from I think he was from the 70s. I think he was from the 70s by the name of Nicky Perez. Now, Nicky Perez, what's cool about this guy is he's not necessarily no one that's gonna be remembered in the sport by like the normal boxing fan just because he didn't really have a Hall of Fame career. However, he did fight Wilfredo Gomez, he did fight Salvador Sanchez, and he did fight Julio Cesar Chavez. Now, he lost to all of them, but I think it would make for a good boxing conversation. What do you think? My man Dill, where you been at, bro? I ain't seen you in a minute, man. Blessings to you and yours, my man. Welcome to the live. What is your take on Ortiz versus Madrimov? Fireworks, bro. Pachuco, fireworks, brother. I'm expecting nothing less, man. He did fight Sanchez, yes. Ah, okay, Jose. Okay, all right. So, Dill, I thought that he retired, man, and obviously, since given his age, man, um, okay, cool, cool. I just wanted to see the interest. I've been wanting to ask you guys this. Okay, sounds good, man. I'm gonna try to set that up and see how we could do it. Dill. So I thought that he retired because to me it would make sense for him to retire at this point in his career where he's at and all that. But my man Halgengord came in here and said that it's more of a break that he's taking and he's considering retirement. Anthony Pena, I'm not sure. I gotta check that, man. I gotta check that. I'm going to Johnny Garcia's barbershop tomorrow to get my son's haircut. He beat Ugas. Oh man, where's that, body bags? Michigan. Okay, okay. Dope. Okay, super dope. Johnny Allison is asking, what's your take on Shakur versus Kid? Well, on the Kid Austin, man. Well, the thing is, man, is that it seems like a cool fight, man. But you know, Shakur, Kid Austin is a prospect, right? He's up and coming. He's a prospect, man. I don't know, man. It kind of seems like a sacrificial lamb to me to put Shakur against him. But I mean, I don't know, man. I guess good thing that Shakur is fighting. I mean, you got to figure Shakur's going to fight now, and we're not going to see him fight again until like 2028. Yeah, I got Shakur on that Kid Austin fight too, but anything could happen. Dill said, let me see, 1 foot out the door. Tank will have to throw him in a body bag to get in the ring for not fighting for like 100 years. Who you got in the Usyk Fury too? Jigglypuff, man, up until today, I was picking I said that a focused Tyson Fury that doesn't let his foot off the gas, and after learning that he can't take his foot off the gas against a fighter like Usyk, I was saying that he might get a decision win. But I saw an interview today where he said that that his strategy going into this fight is pretty much a bully strategy. He said he's gonna go in 20 stone. I don't know what 20 stone means. I'm gonna assume it's 20 pounds heavier than he weighed for the first fight, and pretty much to hit harder, like he said. But I just totally think that strategy of just coming in heavier and trying to bully Usyk would totally work against him, man. So if that's the case, I got Usyk winning on Saturday night, man. Again. Yeah, Pachuco, and that's just the thing, man. His inactivity at his age, yeah, it hurts Loma, man. Just sail off into the sunset, man. Yeah, Joseph Guzman, and that's the bad thing, man. That the big fighters today are only fighting once a year, which is crazy. Oh hell yeah, body bags, do that, man. Do that for sure, bro. That'd be super dope, man. 20 stones. Ah, okay, okay. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Wow. Okay, Johnny, so you thinking it's going to be a actually good fight with Kid Austin against Shakur Stevenson? Okay, okay, I'm gonna take your word for that, man. I hope it's a good fight. I hope it's a good fight. I missed one of the comments up here. Let me see. Which one was I saying? Yeah, honestly, man. Let me see. Why is Tyson coming in way heavier? Usyk is going to look at that much faster. Yeah, that's what I was saying too, bro. I don't think that the punching power and none of that was the problem for Tyson Fury in the first fight. I think that he got a little bit overconfident and let his foot off the gas a little bit. Yeah, it hurts boxing in a major way, man. Like, how are you only gonna fight once a year? Like, it hurts you as a fighter and it hurts your name, it hurts the sport. But again, man, with social media, these guys keep their name alive on social media. I got Fury breaking his jaw or ribs. Let me see what up here. Let me see what up here. Where is that? What is that? What the heck was I looking at? Oh, like I was saying though, man, at this point, I wouldn't even want to watch Tank Davis versus yeah, I could see that. I wouldn't even want to see Tank Davis versus Lomachenko at this point, and only because Tank Davis is such a baby fighter inside the ring that this would like they'd already make him a Hall of Fame speech. You know what I'm saying? Like, and even Tank Davis is like, bro, really? Now you want to fight with Lomachenko, man? After he's this old, after he don't went to war, after all that, get out of here. Body bags, it's a possibility, man. It's a possibility because again, I don't like that game plan. Thank you, Jigglypuff. A lot of people don't realize that he's ducked him that long, man. Tyson Fury by vicious KO this time. All right, we'll see, man. I'll see. Yeah, I don't want Tank versus Loma at this point, man. It's like another gimme fight for Tank. It's all it would be, man. It would be another gimme fight, you know. Jay, shout out from Palm Beach County, Florida. What's good, brother? Welcome to the live, man. Never seen you in here before, man. I'm glad you're here. These Tank fans are wild. Yesterday, I heard one say he KOs Duran at the 135. Dude, one thing, though, that we cannot take away from the handlers of Tank Davis, and I've said it millions of times, they sold the absolute crap out of Tank Davis. Gervonta Davis and Tank are two different guys. I kind of, listen, Teofimo Lopez, man, sometimes he says things that are wild, but when he called Tank an industry plant, I don't know, man. It kind of seems that way. Think about it, man. And again, nobody's perfect. I'm not hating on the dude like that. That's not what I'm saying here. But isn't it wild that we got people like LeBron James taking leaves of absence, right? We got Tank Davis saying he's going to retire for no particular reason other than boxing's trash. Boxing's trash. It's garbage. It's trash. It's trash. Those lame excuses. Nah, man. Davis beating Loma would be like Camacho Sr. beating Leonard. Yeah, at all. If you want to know who my favorite fighter is, it's Roberto Duran. I'm not mad at that, deal. I'm not mad at that. Hands of stone. I'm not mad at that, brother. You know, Roger Mayweather, God rest his soul, said that Roberto Duran is the greatest Latino fighter of all time, man. So I mean, you got good company saying that. Yeah, boxing isn't trash. And how could you say that? Like, and this is what bugs me, man, with Tank Davis. Like, there's other fighters in the game in the past and the present that have worked way harder than Tank Davis and have tried to do more and more and more and don't get the shine and the love that Tank Davis gets because they don't sell them the exact same way. Tank Davis, people don't realize this, man. Do we realize, does it fly over people's heads conveniently that they blew up the name Rolly Romero in order to make it look like Tank actually beat somebody that was worthwhile? Hell no. Monster Tune, what is my favorite boxing movie? I mean, off the top of my head, I just have to go with the Rockies, man. I don't know which one, but I mean, I can't even think right now. It'd have to be one of the Rockies, I think, man, for sure. Million Dollar Baby was really good, man. Johnny Adams. Hey, Truth, who's going to get the W, Benavidez or Morel? Johnny, man. So, like I said it here before, man. I think Benavidez got the ring experience, man. He has the experience, and even Benavidez says he has the experience in the professional ranks. My thing with David Benavidez, man, and I mean, I've never been a professional in the sport, obviously, but Floyd Mayweather said it's not good to balloon up and down in weight in between fights. That's something that Benavidez is not good at, man. He tends to move up and down in weight way too much, and normally he has to crash a diet. David Morrell looks like a dude that stays in the gym, that stays in shape, but I don't know, man. Inside that ring, if it comes down to experience, who knows? But David Morrell looks like he's gonna keep calm in that ring, anyways, man. It's kind of up in the air, man. It's kind of up in the air. I keep going back and forth with this one, man, but we shall see. I don't know, man. We may be in for a surprise, man. Sometimes I'm thinking and I'm favoring Benavidez, and sometimes I'm favoring Morrell. We shall see. Benavidez, though, needs to calm down and chill. He cannot get emotional like he did with Caleb Plant and just go in there and think he's going to get rid of this dude, man, because it's not the right guy to do it with. This is a whole new weight class. David Benavidez is not a monster in this weight class like he was at 168. Dog. So the first angle that I saw David Morrell throw that belt at Benavidez, man, I was like, he's just playing. But when I seen it from a different angle, I'm like, oh, man, he didn't only throw that. He chucked it at him, man. Benavidez was a weight bully at 168, absolutely. And Pachuco, it was tough to watch Munguia getting KO'd. He represses under Morales, and all respect, Morales is great. Munguia was looking... Yeah, man, that was tough, especially, man, because that was a homecoming fight for Jaime Munguia. He was supposed to get in there and make it a homecoming event, and it did not play out that way at all. And then the dude only had 4 knockouts before you fought him, bro. So it's like, damn, dog. He better avenge that quick, man. He better avenge that quick because, again, those kind of fights could mess with you. Benavidez got pissed because Morrell didn't shake his hand. Yeah, he saw that as huge disrespect. Yeah, that's the thing in boxing, man. It doesn't matter who it is. Every boxer has a puncher's chance, and we cannot overlook that. I mean, I gotta watch that, man. Anyway, fellas, man, we've been doing this for about an hour. I got to walk my dog, man, because I ain't trying to have him have an accident. But, yo, we had good conversation tonight, man. Thank you guys for stopping by, bro. Thank you guys for stopping by. You guys enjoy the rest of your night. God bless you and yours, man. And I'll definitely see you on the next one, man. Thank you for spending time here. Loved having all you guys, man. I'll see you guys here on the next one, man. God bless y'all, man. I'll see you on the next one. Enjoy your night. Peace, my brothers.